So if I drink 4 of these cups of coffee, it's equivalent to one of those Panera drinks that people are dying from?
Well, depending on how you make your coffee. Obviously, you can make a really strong coffee. But yeah, I think somewhere on Google, it's like 1 cup of coffee, a standard cup of coffee is 90 milligrams.
So what is this thing about? What do we just watch about Panera Bread and their lemonade that has pretty much a monster drink?
It's a monster drink. Well, not a monster drink, sorry, an energy drink.
Okay.
Yeah, so Panera Bread, apparently a couple of people have died. Most notably is the first person who died, a young girl who had a heart condition.
Yep.
And she had at least one of these, probably a refill, a soda fountain drink. I imagine they only have one size that's like, American
Large.
small is like,
Yeah.
again, just basically half a gallon. And yeah, she had cardiac arrest and
What
died.
why is Panera putting that much caffeine in like a drink? Which is kind of wild if you think about it.
It's super wild. The fact that there's an energy drink in a fountain dispenser, like where the Coke is, the Sprite, and a fucking energy drink next. You know what I mean?
Dude, yes, especially like you just said, if you don't drink caffeine and you have a little bit of cup of coffee, you're kind of
You get jacked. You get a headache. You get jacked. Your body can't even take it. It's like too much right off the bat.
I mean, that's a legit lawsuit for sure. Like they're in trouble because they didn't put any disclaimers.
The problem
in
is
a
that he
fountain drink.
didn't label it appropriate to let.
Yeah.
Not only most people didn't know it was actually caffeinated, although the charge should have been a hint there's something going on, but you don't know what charge it is. Maybe it's more sugar.
Wow.
They not only is it got caffeine, but it's got like a lot of caffeine. Again, it was like, what was it, 390 they just
said 300 grams or milligrams.
300 and something milligrams of caffeine, which again is multiple cups of coffee.
So you said a cup of coffee is like 90.
It's supposed to be 90, the standard cup of
So
coffee.
3 times more than a cup of coffee.
Yeah, 3. So for someone who
Holy
doesn't drink
crap.
it, that would be an absolute wild experience.
Yeah.
I remember
And
the first time I ever had coffee, I was like bouncing off the walls.
People usually get refills at fountain drinks,
Yep.
which is wild, dude.
So apparently
it's
the second person who died was an older person who had a disability of certain number of body physical disabilities. He had multiple refills and had a heart attack
I don't
on
understand
the way
how
home.
somebody in Panera could have just let that go. Like, you realize those are big companies and that most of them are pretty on top of their shit.
You would think.
Somebody
Last time
got-
I went
somebody-
to a Panera, though, I was a little disappointed by the whole thing going on. Panera's getting a little rough. I think they're trying to jazz themselves up.
I haven't been to a Panera since 2015 or 12 or something.
You know what it is? Bread's got out of fashion. Bread's not cool anymore.
okay.
But yeah, an energy drink that's like that. Where did we make the step from Red Bulls, one of the OG energy drinks? You know the little cans that Red Bulls are in?
Yeah.
The Red Bull cans.
Yeah,
It's
man.
called a Red Bull can because they were the first one to come up with it. They came out with a slightly smaller size. Now, I don't know if that was by actual design or regulations at the time, but they came out with a smaller can because there was so much caffeine in this thing. You only needed a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
And several years move on. We're now drinking Monsters in like tall boy cans.
Yeah. Mm.
And now we've got fountain drinks of energy drink.
Yeah,
Where
it's
did we
not
go
good.
wrong, bro?
I don't know. I think America's, we have we could probably react on food that's just been bad for us. Like we're in this down slope for food here in America. There's like this really healthy part of the country or the population, and then there's this really unhealthy part of the population. I mean, if you just look at YouTube alone, you see a lot of people doing the mukbang challenge.
I was about to say, mukbangs.
That's not healthy, dude. That's not
No.
good. And
But I can appreciate a mukbang in the sense that it is you killing yourself for the art, for my entertainment.
Oh my God.
That's
Yeah,
what it is. That's
I
what
don't
they're
know.
doing actively. I mean, if they're doing a mukbang without a camera on, that's something wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me know. Actually, here, have you guys ever had one of these Panera drinks? Because I'm curious now. I want to know if you guys have ever tasted it. Does it get you jacked up? Do you guys get all wild? I don't know. Let us know.